EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. At their own 36-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Jones motioning here. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown Chargers. 17 touchdowns now on the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Wanwu now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
May to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down for Tennessee.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Off the play fake, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
To return, it's Nixon. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll look to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From out of the gun, here's May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone.
That is caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
But I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Look at him go! And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 95 yards. Touchdown, L.A. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And they will finally run him down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they can...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now a give to Barkley, running right. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. So after 14-7 is our score. We're back in Music City after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Jones motioning here. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at about the 8. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Chargers will take a 21-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now he'll run it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down. A run out of the gun with Benson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is May. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to run it. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. In this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Completing this one to downs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Let's go now.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a tight end in motion right. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here comes 3rd and 6. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll look to throw yet again. It is brought in the end zone. Velus Jones. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Here's May. Throw right side to Olave. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He's going to get it to Okonkwo.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, May. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. They'll look to throw. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Jones motioning here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. And this one is blocked. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And trying some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On second down, it's May. This one intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold, serve, and keep this score right where it is.
They face second down and 7.
Let's go. Go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. To the left side, to Godwin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The second down throw is incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Gay's kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
At their own 30-yard line. Come on. Set.
And he'll get this forward to about the 33. Second and 7.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun. It's May. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On third and long, here's May. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. T'Vondre Sweat there on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down? A give. Here's Benson. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. But their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 79 Broncos.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Let's go now. Go.
They're going. It's May. And he's going to have a Titans 1st down on what will be a big play then on 4th and long.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards, and I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Titans. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jones motioning here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
This one on target to Godwin. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Chris Godwin, touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's May. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and long.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing is May. That's taken in left side by Smith. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on 1st down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This officially a 58-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
Here we go.
May now on 1st and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Cowboy 80. Here we go, set.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Go.
May going to look to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing now is May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. King Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And he will go all the way. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers tack on 1 more to their lead.
45, Titans 24.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To throw now, May. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do?
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring them down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go. Here's May. Going up top. That is hard. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. What a play on 4th and long. And even 50 yards.
Let's go. Check go.
To throw on 1st down is May. He'll check this one down to Charbonnet. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.